morphling. So it's going to be a carry morphling, support Oracle and Chen. Early game, a lot of early game pressure, but they will have a lot of heal in between them, the healing ward plus Hand of God and the mech from the Chen, the Purifying Flame. So it's going to have a lot of defensive abilities against the Axe Initiation or the Chronosphere. So pretty good heroes to deal with what LGD have.
Now, I mean, Wings, they're going to be running the Sand King in the offlane, Faith Beyond picking that up. And do you think Chen has to be as on point as we saw Na'Vi being with that Chen? Or is there wiggle room for the Sand King?
Well, I think you want to help the Sand King though. If you look at who's on the safe lane, it's going to be a Void safe lane. So it's a melee versus melee matchup. If the Sand King is there with the Chen army, it's going to cause a lot of problems for aggressive. So I'm expecting the Sand King to have a very good early game if the Chen is there to help him out. And he might just snowball out of control like what we saw from the Na'Vi games. So LGD needs to be very careful to prevent that from happening.
All right, moving forward here. I'm liking the draft that Wings have. Do you think... I mean, are they just going to go full Na'Vi style and try to be ultra aggressive early on? And how's that going to work against LGD?
Well, the first thing is they need to help the Sand King. I don't think they have to be ultra aggressive later into the game because they have a Juggernaut and Morphling. Those two heroes are much more slow paced. They're not very fast paced heroes. And the most important objective for the Chen this game is to, like Na'Vi, secure the early laning phase for the Sand King and focus on your own farm later.
Oh, they're going to bump on into the Juggernaut. If you have the disruption coming up, there will be the bubble popped out. And then Wine going rolling through with a spin. Immediate reaction there. And they are able to go. Really nice Oracle play, but the Sunstrike should still be enough. Oh, one more hit means that unfortunately they do end up losing the Juggernaut and maybe gets the credit for that kill. So Invoker starting out with a little bit of gold, a little bit of experience, and should be able to snap up the bounty as well.
Yep, great move there by LGD getting the first blood there for their team. And placing the deep ward as well down into enemy territory.
The battle
blocking
begins.
the pull camp, so it's going to help them be able to contest the lane because they're running a, it seems like an aggressive tri-lane here, so it's very important to block this camp so the enemy team can't really constantly pull the wave back towards their tower.
Take a look at the Sand King here. I mean, Faith Beyond definitely gearing up to be a solo lane, but going down bottom?
Yeah, they're trying to avoid the lanes. They don't want the Morphling to go up against the tri-lane right now.
Oh, but Faith Beyond could actually be in some trouble. Banana going in does have another disruption available. They're going to go in. They will follow up. I don't think they've got the damage here. Roll connecting, but there's the Burrow Strike out. Just going to be stunning up the Earth Spirit.
Yep,
Getting back to safety.
That's pretty good. It forced him to skill Burrow Strike. Against the Faces Sport, you want to have the Caustic Finale in the lane to harass him, but right now with Burrow Strike, aggressive is going to be very comfortable in the lane until the Sand King gets his level 2. So that's still a good bit of play there by the LGD supports there.
And Void just going in. Again, should have an easy lane. You mentioned the Caustic Finale being really successful up against melee heroes, but Void's kind of special in that case. If he takes too much damage, just time walk it off. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
Now up top, Shadow Wade actually in some trouble getting locked down there by the Oracle, but they have the waveform there. Shadow does not have that available. One more hit will be enough. Shadow Wade's able to get the extra armor there with the call.
Trouble as well in the jungle.
Oh, he's looking around. He's going to be going, getting a bunch of attention here, but I don't think they've got anything else to follow up, so he's going to be able to get away safely.
Yeah, but Void right now, he just got a TP. I think he's going to switch up his lanes as well. Void against Sand King is just not a good matchup when Sand King has his Caustic Finale. So he's going to TP it up, avoid that lane, go towards the Morphling lane, which is a much better lane for the Void to farm in and leave the Axe towards the Sand King.
Yeah, Aggressive still going to get harassed up a little bit, but Shadow should be able to go and farm as well.
And looking at the Chen, he's been driven out of the enemy jungle. I think he should probably go towards the Sand King lane because it's melee versus melee matchup. There's a very high chance he can get a kill there. Mid lane, it's much more difficult for them to set up for a kill because Juggernaut doesn't have any innate disable. So if the Chen doesn't get a good creep, like an ensnare creep, it's very difficult for them to get a kill there. So
down bottom, we're going to have a TP rotation coming in. Maybe wanted to get something done with Shadow. Wait, the Burrow Strike does connect now. Shadow does have the waveform going to open the call to get him some extra armor. I think they might still have the kill regardless going in, and that's going to be Oracle from the back lines trying to spray out the dunk, but Morphling's able to get the credit for the kill.
Yep, good rotation there by Wings. They don't want Morphling to be on top lane against those heroes, so they're switching the lanes, but at the same time they're set up for a kill. So very efficient movement there by Wings, and they're going to smoke up. Since they already killed the Axe, they're going to try and move on to kill the Invoker. With the Sand King plus Chen rotation, they are going to be able to have a setup. Like I said, if they don't have a setup, it's very difficult for Chen to gank the Invoker. But with the Sanking running in, they have a Barrow Strike to set up for the creep and the Chen to run in to get the kill.
There's going to be an Alacrity up maybe, which is definitely a ferocious target. Do you think they've got the initiation and damage to finish him off?
Yeah, they have Penitence as well on the Chen. He took Penitence, so another slow for them to be able to kill the Invoker.
Going back in, we're just going to have everyone very cautious here. So a little bit of time being wasted, smoke expires, and Faith Beyond and Ice Ice have to wander back. Was that an efficient use of their time?
I mean, they were trying to find an angle and a timing to get the Invoker, but Invoker is really safe with his positioning, so they weren't able to smoke it. I think if they came from the top side, this angle, they would have been able to get the kill. But on the right hand side, it was very hard for them to get in unless it's nighttime. So they didn't feel confident in moving in for the kill, so they decided to back off, and Faith Beyond on the Sanking just shotting his way back towards the top lane to get experience and farm.
Well, they're going to heed your advice, Winter. Banana and Xiao 8 rotating through, but looks like Banana wants to go distracted up by some shiny runes.
It's a 4-minute rune. They want to control it.
Looks like maybe there could be an initiation here onto the Juggernaut, who's going to get himself trapped in the creeps, taking a lot of damage. The Sunstrike coming out, and it will end up skirting around. Cold Snap not going to be enough damage.
He missed the Sunstrike there, so otherwise he would have gotten the kill. So rather unfortunate that he was very, very close at landing the Sunstrike there. Would have been a very nice solo kill by maybe.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Now Xiao 8 on
attack.
the axe hasn't really found a home for himself. Like we talked about, these musical lanes bouncing back and forth to try to set yourself up for the most efficient laning phase for LGD. Is Xiao 8 still getting enough?
He's fine right now. He's still able to jungle at a good speed, and he has the Tranquils up. He's going to be working towards his Vanguard, sorry, not Vanguard, Blink, by the way.
Oh, Banana. In some serious trouble there. I mean, he's on his own territory, but they're just going down, laying in the damage. And there's an aggressive observer placed as well.
Yep, this is right now the Chen being at its peak and strong phase right now in the early game with the creeps. It's very hard for LGD to deal with all these rotations and wings. Using the strength of the Chen to get a kill, get a tower, help the team progress in terms of items and map control right now. The Sanking is just having a tough time, you know, he's not getting a lot of space to farm.
Going back, and he's going to get kicked up. I think that's some good old Casper's curse right there. He needs space to farm, but he's not going to find it dead in the well.
Because you can't jungle, so the only way you can try to get some farm and experience is to try to set up for a kill at mid lane. Because Juggernaut has level 6, he was trying to come in from behind. Barrow Strike, easy Omni-Sash kill, but LGD read that movement. They were ready to protect the Invoker from any incoming ganks on the Sanking, because they know that Sanking can't really jungle. So if he's not in the lane, he's rotating to make a play on mid lane.
And speaking of playing on mid lane, I mean, how's the lane going? You expect Invoker to have a decent amount of farm priority, but looking at the last hits, Juggernaut's really keeping pace.
I mean, Juggernaut is very, very good at laning with all those range heroes, because you just start with Flow Manchu and you have the healing mod, so you're very, very resistant to the harass that Invoker can throw at you. And Invoker being some like 7 CS ahead is okay for the Juggernaut. I think overall, even with one death, I think is still in pretty good shape here in the laning phase.
And wrap around, there's going to be a big smoke. Faith Beyond looking for something. His smoke's going to pop. And there's no blink on the Sand King, so he's definitely not able to follow up. Are they looking to go mid? Well, looks like Axe is just going to be content to go and spin himself up some creeps. Now wrap around though. Ice Ice wants to go in mid lane. There's going to be rotations back through. You're not going to go up without a fight. It's going to be the first chrono of the game debut to Faith Beyond. They got to follow up. MMY gets going in. They do have the Sunstrike to follow up. And that's going to be a nice big kill on the Sand King. Goodbye, Bug. Shadow goes in. They're looking for the deep dive onto maybe they just off the flash off so aggressive because they're walking back together. The time walk is able to get a decent amount of health back. Now they're looking for MMY. Up onto the high ground. The chase will continue, shall we? Booking it back. You're going to have aggressive lead up the check creeps. Roll away from MMY, but it's just going to leave aggressive to deal with 3 heroes backing away at him. Looks like he's just going to be running around. Should be able to get away safely.
At the end, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Chrono being dropped by LGD, so Wings are much happier with the trade there, losing just 1 hero and exchanging it for Invoker with Chronosphere being down. And they're going to be able to force the tower right now, because once the Chronosphere is down, there's not many reliable ways LGD can start a fight here.
Disruption coming back up. They do have Xiao 8 ready to go through. Look for a call. The tower does fall in favor of the Juggernaut, and it should be Wings retreating safely unless LGD get a little too crazy.
Wings should be more than happy with what they got. They got the tower, they got the Chronosphere out of aggressive, and right now the Juggernaut and Void would be Morphling will be more than happy to farm their lanes, and Shadow gonna get disrupted. Wants to look for the 8-minute rune here in the bottom lane. But gonna be driven back by the illusions.
Attack.
I mean, he does still have the waveform, could be looking to dodge back down to the low ground. But I'm just going to be content to go back and farm. Now, is this Morphling doing what he needs to be doing? He's participating in fights, but he's not really sitting in lane and getting a lot of farm.
Yeah, he needs to get more farm for sure on the Morphling.
Oh. Over here, we are going to have Invoker being able to escape there, courtesy a little Ghost Walk, but...
Morphling is not yet super ready to fight without... He needs at least one big item with the hero. Right? Either you go for the Lincolns early or you get Bottle. We saw, was it Nono? Yeah, Nono got Bottle into Dragonlance and he was helping his team after that. So Morphling is generally a hero that doesn't want to fight too much in the early game because you need to have a fair amount of balance in terms of you fight, but you need to farm as well at the same time. You don't just keep constantly running at the enemy trying to fight all the time.
Now Faceless Void is sitting up here, like you mentioned, having a pretty tough time in lane against Faith Beyond. And I mean, these musical lanes from LGD keep resulting in Wings meeting them up in the middle. They know Void doesn't want to go up against the Sand King, so they just keep putting Sand King where he needs to be. Solo Chrono expended. There is going to be a roll in. They've got the Sunstrike to follow up. Looks like there will be a kill on the Sand King once again. His third death, but that was very expensive. Was that worth it?
Juggernaut Nima got a solo kill. I mean, that Chrono was okay. That was worth it because they were trying to push the tower, getting a kill on a core. The Sand King is not a support this game, it's a core. You kill the core and you stop the push, definitely worth it for LGD. But losing that Invoker mid lane solo against the Juggernaut was definitely not worth it.
I mean, Juggernaut now knows that there's no Chrono online for the next 100 seconds or so, so able to exert a bit more pressure, be a bit more aggressive than he usually would be, no pun intended.
But right now, LGD
is under attack.
Still losing the map control, despite defending one of the pushes just now by Wings towards the top lane. Wings are still able to force the tower with just the two supports here. Ice and Innocent still able to take down the tower and increase their map control, and maybe in the near future place down the deep wards around the jungle area so they can scout Xiao 8 jungling here around this area. He's gonna have his blink soon, so I'm not gonna be too worried about getting a slow blink time despite going down twice in this game already.
Faceless Void sitting back. He picks himself up the Band of Elf skin, so what's he gonna be keen on now?
He's going for the Manta Diffusal build this game. It's very good versus the Morphling. When you chrono him, you want to burn out his mana so he can't really morph to strength or wave out later. Like Morphling is heavily reliant on his mana to be able to move around and be mobile. So that item build is definitely very good against the Morphling, and you can use the Diffusal onto his Replicate as well to prevent him from escaping.
And moving around, we are going to have a big smoke up. 3 heroes committed for this. Just moving towards the mid lane, but it looks like down bottom there's going to be an initiation onto Shadow. There was a smoke to get themselves positioned into this tree line, so they do see Shadow.
Yep, they're waiting for Axe to pick up his dagger before they want to take a fight at bottom.
Oh, they're rolling in. They will get the silence here onto the Morphling. Sunstrike to follow up. He's going to get kicked, stuck in place. But he's going to get healed up. Hand of God coming in. Little lane on the rest of the Radiant are coming down from the back lines. The Burrow Strike rather connects onto Maybe. He's going to get held in place by the Oracle Purge. Will get picked up immediately. There's a call coming in onto Ice. Chen May losing his life. Oh, 4-man Chrono coming back in. This is no damage to follow up. Xiao 8 is the one going down here. Gonna get slapped around. They've got the Juggernaut running away like a kid on Christmas. He's just going whatever he wants is his. It's gonna be 4 dead on LGD. And Wings just looked triumphant in that fight. The Chrono connected onto like everyone. But LGD weren't able to continue to engage.
Yeah, they didn't have enough damage already, and actually used his call just on one hero. And Invoker was the first casualty of the team fight, and he was like the main DPS and the main damage for LGD. So without the Invoker, it's very difficult for them to burst heroes down. Earth Spirit still level 4 and almost level 5, no Magnetize available for that fight. So they are severely lacking in terms of damage right now for LGD.
Yeah, I mean, the gap in the levels is really starting to show. Juggernaut going to be almost at that level 11, and neither support on the side of LGD has found their 6.
I mean, the Juggernaut has gone for a Vanguard as well this game, and thinking about the Vanguard, he wants to be able to be more survivable against the Blink Call of Axe, so he has more HP to survive the burst, so it allows your Oracle more time to get in to cast the False Promise on you if you get focused. So, just a good item to itemize against what LGD is trying to do here.
Oh,
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, that was the second time Invokers escaped with just a little bit of Health left over, try to get away with that ghost walk. So I think someone should start to carry dust.
Still, this is not looking good for LGD right now. Wings firmly controlling the pace of the game with their 5 men, and Chen is going to get his mech after this tower. Wings are going to be able to further press forward to get objectives. Sanking is going to be really close to his Wing as well. 300 gold shot, so all the items coming online for Wings.
It seems like LGD, with heroes like the Axe and the Invoker, they wanted to be able to fight early. Are they tapped out of this, or can they take it late game and
They
try
don't
to...
have damage, so that's the problem with them. Late game definitely, they're pretty decent late game with the Void, Invoker, and Shadow Demon disruption onto the enemy Morphling. But they should, like you say, they should be able to take team fights constantly with the Blinks and the Chronosphere online on the Axe and Void respectively. They're just severely lacking in terms of levels right now. And the Chen just being a very big deterrent. The mech and the Hand of God right now, it's gonna offset a lot of the damage LGD is gonna be doing.
Alright, Juggernaut is going to be giving away the Aegis, and that's going to be Shadow taking it. So what do you think about the choice to give it to the Morphling this early on?
I guess Juggernaut is fairly survivable with the Vanguard, so you want to give it to Morphling, so Morphling has more room to play around with in team fights. Primary damage right now is his waveform, so if you wave in, you tank for your team, and then the enemy focuses you, die, you come up again with Aegis, and then you have another set of spells, so you'll be able to output a lot of damage. And Morphling is obviously your most farm hero right now.
Really smart game sense there from Shadow going up. You could tell Void was itching to Chrono, and at one point did have the follow-up from the rest of his teammates, but Morphling steps back, doesn't get too cocky, and it seems like Wings, I mean, I don't know if they had some meditation or some deep breathing between that Na'Vi game, but they're looking very strong.
He had Aegis anyway, yeah, but overall Wings are reading the game very well. Using their lineup to very good success with taking control of the map, with the Chen especially, and just driving LGD out of everywhere they're going. Like LGD can't take a fight right now, so they're forced to move away whenever Wings group up as 5. Epicenter? He was trying to solo kill the SD. He was expecting SD to, run in the trees like this because the ward here scouted SD moving forward. So he was kind of hoping SD would go to the trees. He was going to place a ward. That was what Sanking was thinking there, but didn't work for him.
Either way, Wings are still able to go through and clean up the final exterior tower. They're going to have to break high ground now, which is its own big hurdle. They've got the Chen army still moving forward, but it seems like LGD do have some formidable high ground defense.
Is under attack.
Yeah, but at the same time, Wings have a lot of heal. Chen heal, healing ward, the Oracle. Their heroes are very hard to take down now.
Oh, they go in, they get a Chrono, it does land on the
Vanguard.
back in again, it got the next though. Definitely glad to follow up. Shadow in serious trouble, getting more strength a little bit. It does have the Aegis, remember, this is the Omni Slash bouncing on through. Not too many targets, the call coming back in. Blink, he's still spinning around, he still has Busative. He's gonna get pulled down just a little bit. Are they gonna be able to finish him off? One more blow. Oh! The Burrow Strike coming back in the waveform. Shadow really starting to feel that pressure. Double kill there for the Morphling. And it looks like this tower may be falling. Axe and Earth Spirit got no buyback. The Centaur Storm connect onto aggressive. They're going to be going in. They look at the adaptive strike off, but just forcing him back. Bananas putting up poison stacks. But everyone on Wings still feeling up, still feeling healthy. This tower, not long for this world.
And yeah.
I mean, it's definitely to leave off the damage. And definitely Glass committed. Invoker, he's just probably looking for something. He's got like no item. Just a Midas.
And this Chen is just working so much wonders for Wings, and the Vanguard from Juggernaut allowing him to survive the initiation from LGD there. Just very good game sense and understanding from Wings right now. That their timing with all those items is very, very good here, and LGD is nowhere near their items, and they don't have enough damage to be able to burst heroes down in the Berserker's Call or the Chronosphere. So if that doesn't happen for them, Wings are just going to straight up take the team fight.
Yeah, I mean, what is the synergy with the Chronosphere? Invoker's nice, but it seems like everyone else is kind of melee and wants to be on you.
They don't have enough items on their heroes yet, and it's mostly relying on Invoker, but Wings have, like I said, the false promise to deal with the Berserker's Call initiation. And Banana here
is going to be pretty yucky. They go in, they are able to get the leap up onto the high ground. Boy, not to be punished, but unfortunately Banana loses his life again. That is the 4th time that Shadow Demon's gone down.
Yeah, this is getting from bad to worse for LGD. They need the Chronosphere to land. They drop a meatball on top of it. Sunstrike deafening blast, and they need the Axe to go call the Oracle. That's their best bet of winning the team fight. If he can get the Oracle and the Chen, that would be great, but Oracle will be his primary target if he can get to him when the chrono happens. That's what LGD has to do right now, to have at least a chance to win the team fight.
Well, there is a chrono available, but like you mentioned, it might be all or nothing here. Shadow is still going to be sitting on that Aegis. Not for a whole lot longer. There's going to be the call coming in, but Xiao Wei just walking backwards. All he wanted to do was occupy the Morphling for just a couple of seconds, but look at the Chen army just beating away at the tower. Gonna go in. That's going to be the Lincoln Sphere popped away by the Morphling, so he's going to be back in survival in a couple more seconds.
This is not looking good. They have to make a move.
They're going to go in. They will call the adaptive strike, going to go in. And they're not going to find anything off of that. LGD just trying to nip at the heels of Wings, but Wings feel too tall, too survivable. They're just too big right now. There will be a kick going back on through. MMY feeling nice. And everyone just getting healed up by the Oracle. Racks are starting to crumble here. They're going to leave the ranged Racks for now. They are still fearing that Chronosphere because, again, a perfect initiation from LGD could still turn this.
Wings are just approaching the game with extreme caution. They do not want to throw away their lead. Maybe a little bit too conservative. I think they're extremely strong right now, but you know, it's the right play.
Net worth is over 15,000 at 18 minutes in the game.
Wings are just way too strong right now for LGD to deal with. Like, apart from a good chrono, and they need the Earth Spirit or the Axe to disable the support, it's very difficult for LGD to finish any of the heroes in front. The Morphling and the Juggernaut are just way too easy for them right now.
Oh, they go in. It's going to be a deep blink. They want to put something together. This is going hand of God. Keeping everyone nice and staying Oracle. Preemptively goes in. They are able to go. And it's going to be disruption there to try to get aggressive. They have to leave off a little bit of damage. But Faith Beyond still up. They get the Chrono on to keep it again. Where's the damage? The Deep Ball falls through. Faith Beyond will end up burning down most likely. And that's going to be a send back. I mean, they don't have to lose the Sand. Alright, he's dead. But either way, coming back in, it seems like LGD are doing everything they can just to clean up illusions as the heroes are still up. They're still fighting. All the damaged heroes are still up for Wings. They go to clean up the final tier 3 tower. There's going to be the Oracle still participating in these fights. Maybe Juggernaut could be in a little bit of trouble. Oracle can only do so much. They do end up losing the Juggernaut there. That's going to be a big turnaround. Now again, Shadow does not have that Aegis at the ready, so aggressive, looking for some follow-up from Chase. Nice Ice could be next. He's going to need to get the cold snap. And he's just going to be limping away. I don't think he gets away from this. There's the Oracle to try to keep him safe. Leap back through, but they aren't able to keep the Chen alive.
Still, they did a significant amount. Oh, they got a call onto Innocence there on the Oracle. No TP. Can the Morphling get this buddy out of trouble?
I think they're going to have to sacrifice one or the other. Shadow Mech is looking for a turnaround there. They bring it Faith Beyond. Nice burrow strike. They're going to get one. Can they get two? Xiao Wei getting first off. The GG coming out. LGD are just demoralized after that return from Wings.
Yeah, their lineup just
Dire's middle tower
tough on line out there. They have a severe amount of lacking in terms of damage. Only the Invoker is able to deal a massive amount of damage into the Chronosphere. The other heroes are not able to dish out a big amount of damage, so their team fight just not working out for them. And Wings with the Chen pick and Oracle having too much sustain in the early team fights. Despite having a Juggernaut Morphling, you would expect, oh, they want to farm more, but the Vanguard picked up by Juggernaut, allowing the Juggernaut to survive the initial initiations from the Void, just helping Wings secure a very, very quick